Hey, what's Mayo? Today we're here to talk about how to cleanse the energy of your home. These steps that I'm about to share you can follow. You can use all of them together in the order that I suggest. You could use just bits and pieces of them in whatever order you choose. You could use just one of them. That may be effective enough for you. But I thought I would offer the entire ritual of this is what I do to cleanse the energy of my home. These steps are also effective for cleansing the energy of objects or cleansing all kinds of things. You could use this for lots of things. You just switch the intention. I also have a blog post called Ritual Ideas that has lots of other suggestions for things you can use in a ritual. You can swap some of these steps out for something else in that blog post. Cool. Step number 1 is set your intentions. You absolutely want to start off by setting your intention and being clear and concise and believing in what your intention is. Choose descriptive words that really resonate with you. In terms of cleansing, choose words like bright, light, uplifted, energized, vibrant, calm, peaceful, zen. If you think about how you want the energy of your space to feel, think about what kind of adjective describes that. What is a word that describes how you want your space to feel? Use that word in your intention. With your intention, you want to be as clear, as specific, and as firm as possible to have best effects. You need to be consistent, you have to stick with it, and you have to believe in what you're doing. If you don't believe in your intentions, it will not work. So you have to choose an intention that really resonates and feels good, feels right. Believe every single day that your intention is still intact, and anytime you repeat your ritual, go back to the same intention if you want to keep upholding the same one, or you can always switch it. If you would like your intention to stay intact long term, then as you're placing it, just keep that in mind. I want this intention to stay intact until I remove it. It will stay as clear and as strong as the first day I set it until I remove it. And so it is. An example. I cleanse the energy of this space and bring it back to purification. All new energy now fills this space, and I claim this space as my own. Only those I wish to enter can enter this space. Only uplifting things may enter here. If negativity enters this space, it will be shown out immediately and will not be able to stay here. Intentions. Step number 2, spirit help. Ask for higher vibrational assistance. Ask your passed away loved ones, your ancestors, your higher power friends, galactics, aliens, your guides, your spirit peoples. Whoever your higher power is, this may simply be God. Ask higher power to be involved, to uphold your intention, to uplift your intention, to make it more powerful, to make it more lasting. The biggest tip I have is to be absolutely clear about who you want to get involved and what you want them to do. Don't be vague, because you'll get someone vague coming to you doing random things. Be very, very clear. Ask for the specific person, ask for exactly what you want them to do, and it will be. An example, spirit. Fill in your specific spirit here. Don't just say spirit. Spirit, I call on you now to ask for your help in cleansing and protecting the energy of my home. Please help keep this space clear. I thank you for your assistance. You are welcome in my space anytime. Thank you. Step number 3 is smoke. Smoke cleansing or smudging. You can do this with sage, Palo Santo, wood, herbs, etc. You can also use candles or incense. If you don't want to use smoke or you can't use smoke, you could also use scent. Essential oils, a wax burner, or a spray. You can use like a hydrosol, which is basically just water and the essence of something. I have sage hydrosol that I got from Mountain Rose Herbs. Sometimes I use it in the middle of the night if I just need a quick little cleansing of a space. Rose water is also great. But we're focusing on smoke cleansing here, okay? Choose your smoke cleansing tool of choice and then cleanse the energy of your space, cleanse your home with this smoke. I like to use sage personally. That's my favorite, so that's what I'll be using in this example here. You light it and the flame can go straight out, and then you just use the smoke that's coming off of it to cleanse your space. If you run out of smoke, you just relight it and you keep going. I like to use a small bundle if I'm going to be doing a small space. If I'm doing the entire home, I bust out the big one. Walk around the space, wafting the smoke into all of the spaces of the room, including under things, behind things, in dark corners, maybe even into cabinets and drawers, into closets. Wherever you feel called to take the smoke, go there. Follow your instincts. You really want to be as thorough as possible, and as you smoke cleanse, focus on your intention that you've already made very solid, and mentally or verbally continue to repeat it as you smoke cleanse. This will have the best results and the most solid end product. Examples of things you can chant as you're smoke cleansing. Purification. It literally can be as simple as just a single word that resonates. You can also just do a single sentence. I cleanse this space and anchor it back to the light. Yum. A quick note about smoke cleansing or anything that includes fire. Definitely use fire safety and be very cautious and careful. Make sure if you light something on fire that when you're done, you absolutely put it all the way out. Another thing is that smoke cleansing comes from ancient traditions that should be honored and treated with the highest respect. I think it's important to give gratitude to those who left us behind the wisdom that we're now using. We can still honor and respect it and use it with the highest amount of love possible. A quick little note too about some of these things that I listed. Palo Santo is an endangered type of wood. I don't know if I would recommend using it at all. Some people have ethical sources, and I don't know enough about it. White sage is also potentially endangered from what I hear, and you can find ethical sources of that. The one that I get personally is from a small shop locally, and it's ethically sourced. But you also have the option of growing your own herbs, drying them, and making your own bundles. Personally, this is something that I do want to do. We live in an area where we can absolutely grow sage easily, so it is on my list of things that I want to do, that I actually start growing and making my own sage bundles. So I know and I am fully assured that I'm using absolutely ethically sourced cleansing things. Okay. Those are my last PSAs about smoke cleansing. Step number 4 is sound. After I have saged, smoke cleansed, whatever it may be, I then use sound cleansing. Some examples of sound cleansing are sound bowls, music, singing, hertz frequencies, etc. I love to use sound or music to uplift a space. You can choose a type of genre to specifically bring a vibe into a space. You can use specific frequencies to bring a vibe into a space. You can choose any type of sound making tool, and as you're using it in your space, focus on your intention. Very similar to the smoke stuff, just focus on your intention as you're doing it, and it will be. Speak your intention out loud or internally repeat it as you feel the vibrations of the sound in the space. An example, this is what I do personally. I have some Tibetan sound bowls that I actually got from a Buddhist monk group that was traveling through town. It was blessed by them. It has immaculate vibes. I use the sound bowl after I do smoke cleansing. It's kind of the last thing I do. I do it for 30 seconds to a minute, focusing on the feeling of the sound bowl, the feeling of the vibrations, the uplifting energy that's coming into the room. I focus on my intentions. I ask spirit to be involved and help carry the sound where it needs to go, wherever that vibration is needed in the home. I visualize the sound waves rippling around and pushing out all of the energy that I would like to leave. And then this sound creates a barrier that protects the space. Step number 5 is light. Examples of light include turning your lights on or opening your curtains and letting natural light into the space. Every single day I open the curtains in the house and I let as much natural light in as possible, allowing nature to naturally cleanse and uplift the space. It also works in part with circadian rhythms, and it's shown in studies to uplift mood if you have natural light in your space every day during daytime. It's effective, it works. Step number 6 is air. Examples of fresh air includes opening your windows and letting fresh air into your space. Air is very helpful to just refresh the ions in the room, bring fresh air in. It helps mood, it helps sleep, all those things. Air is also very helpful after a smoke cleansing because it brings that fresh air back in and it wafts anything unwanted out of the house, kind of helps carry it out of all the places, and then leaves you with a beautifully cleansed space that's all full of fresh air and love. After smoke cleansing, I typically open windows on multiple sides of the house to just carry a cross breeze all the way through the home, and I allow Mother Nature to just send her love straight through. Step number 7 is an energy shield. Finishing with an energy shield around the entirety of the home is my favorite way to end a cleansing. I find it is very solid, very stable. To learn more about energy shields, I have the first video in the trilogy, this little mini series that I'm doing on energy shields. I have the first one out already, how to create an energy shield. Very soon I will be uploading a video about how to create an energy shield for a home or a space or for other people. That will kind of cover how to do this specifically, how to surround your home in an energy shield. And then the video after that will be sharing what I do personally. I'm going to share all the things. But in short, for this video, after all the cleansing things, you surround your home with an energy shield and you visualize it surrounding the outside of your home, creating this very solid barrier that will stay there until you remove it yourself. It stays there for however long you want it to be. It's impenetrable and it will protect the cleansed space that you have now created. You can always ask higher power to reinforce your shield and help keep it there. Step number 8 is believe. I cannot stress this enough in all of the spiritual things that I talk about. You have to believe in what you're doing or it will not work. If you don't believe in what you're doing, it essentially leaves cracks in the stuff that you're doing. It's like, the thing I'm picturing is a cracked foundation. That's essentially what it does if you don't believe in yourself. Your intention is the thing you're building everything else up upon. So your foundation needs to be solid and not cracked, not sloppily done. It needs to be absolutely solid. And if you're not believing in yourself, you're just like, meh, it's fine. I can totally build a house on top of this. No, you can't. You need a solid foundation. It's got to be rock solid. You have to really believe in what you're doing. In the absolute very least, you need to have the determination and the optimism to stick with it until it becomes a very solid intention. You have to be going into it like, well, if this isn't solid, we'll adjust to make it solid. And sometimes that is a part of it. Sometimes the trial and error and learning along the way is what it is. But you gotta stick with it until it becomes really, really solid, okay? If you want the things you're doing to work, stick with it until you absolutely believe in what you're doing. Remain consistent, remain unwavering, stand up for your boundaries with unapologetic determination. Be solid, be sure, believe. If you really believe in yourself and the things that you're doing, anything is possible. Those are the things I do. That is the order of how I cleanse the energy of my home. I also use a similar process for cleansing new objects that I acquire, new crystals, etc. Like I mentioned, if you would like to swap things out in this ritual, I have this blog post of ritual ideas you can scroll through and substitute stuff in. You could shorten the steps of this and make it more simple. You could add things to it and make it longer. The key, like I said, you have to believe in yourself. So you need to create some kind of cleansing ritual that really resonates for you and feels right for you. So don't be afraid to change what I'm doing and make it your own. If you watch other people, you can change what they're doing and make it your own. That's honestly what I recommend the most. Make it your own, make it feel authentic for you, make it feel powerful and resonating. and it will create the results that you need. That's today's video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to come back for more. If you enjoy spiritual videos, I have an entire playlist of only spiritual content. I also have lots of other things on my YouTube channel, so check out all of those other categorized playlists. Be sure to come back. I upload new videos every Monday. I call it Mayonnaise Monday. The video coming up next week is how to get rid of unwanted spirits. So if you're interested in that, stick around, or if it's already up, girl, click on it, watch it.
Classic mayo.